All right. Let me get right on into it. Hello, everybody. My name is Purple Daddy. I'm neither Purple or Daddy. And today I'm playing more of the ENDWALKER main story questline. This is day 2. Now, the unfortunate part here is I am a little sick. So I'm going to try and go, as far as I can. Because I really want to progress in the story. And I just got through the queue. I was sitting in it for about 2 hours, so not too bad. So, yeah. We left off at, let me see, we saw the forum, and they were like, you're out on probation, and now we're just out here. Let's see what's going to happen. The overall picture has grown clear, yes, but that's in spite of the forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may. His father's work so vital then that it takes precedence over his own family? Alpha Node, Alize, it is you. When I heard you'd been dragged before the forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I am so very glad they allowed you to stay. Ah, Oko-san. Sick melody out there. Why is there... Okay, I was about to say, why is there no music? Emilience Levier at your service. And you fine people must be the scions of the 7th dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. What's up? I'm like twice the size of every character here. Mother, please, we don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches Father that you were here... Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Fortunault are not on the best terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. Oh, that's so fucking precious. You will come by my house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. Got loot? I mean, we have to go now. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Oh yeah, I got that whole other questline branch to do. Go, visit your home. We will be back at the annex when you are ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure Gerald, what do you think? I think that's a fine idea. Let's get some loot. Gerald Slinger? What a splendid day this has turned out to be, champion of Eorzea. I insist that you join us. Hell yeah. Got a believer in the group. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. That's unfortunate. Jill, if you would be so kind to escort my children to the estate. And then she was gone, and with her opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. Time to get some lore. Bet you it's an escort. I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I'm glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Gerald? Though it seems we shall have enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us on our visit home? Well, I don't think I got a choice. The markers are telling me to follow you. Fine, if we're going, then let's get over with. Get it over with. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers. Thank you very much. Emergency maintenance will be performed on all worlds December 7th, 10 p.m. Ooh. That's tomorrow. Well, I guess I'm not streaming this tomorrow. Haha. Why ever not? Your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away. Childhood toys. I mean, God, never mind. Levier Estate is that way. Straight down the stairs. Come on. Okay, yeah. Don't have to, like, tell me they're accompanying me every single time. Let's go. Put it on the Nikes. Get rid of the clutter a little bit there. Yes. When Alistair and I were little, this bridge was far as we permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, traveling to different continents, different worlds even. Pretty cool. You got to say. As children, Alphinaud and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at the exact moment, came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. Oh, he just cares for his children. I got some more topics at hand over here. Let's see what we got over here. Get some more lore. Ah yes, this is where I first practiced magic on an actual person. Alisaie had fallen, you see, and scraped her knee quite badly, so I tried casting the simple restorative spell I once learned. However, she smiled when the wound closed, the joy of relief. That was, I believe, the very moment I chose the healing arts as my main subject of studies. What about you, Alisaie? I used to come here all the time with grandfather. In summer, I would dip my hands and feet into the fountain and splash about. Not Alphinaud, though. Even back then, he wasn't very fond of playing in the water. He'd make any excuse to avoid it. Which would explain how I came to swim like an auk, and he sink like a stone. Any other points of conversation? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. The whole stopping me in my tracks while I'm running through that. We could do it without that. What's up, Akasan? And here you are at last. Please do come in.
Welcome
yep.
home, my lady.
Looks like a typical FC house. Containers everywhere.
What? What are you gawping at?
Place is huge.
Oh, gods, please don't. It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
It's because you are. And it's okay.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
So much space, yet nowhere to
Master
sit.
Mistress Alisaie, if you'd accompany me upstairs. We shan't be long.
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again.
Better believe it.
Their words grow more confident with every letter. They depict the triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
You knew it.
It is plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Sure. Nodders. Mama, mommy Milky.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect.
New outfit?
Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the...
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become.
Yeah, one's red, one's blue.
See for yourself.
I'm red and blue.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
Not bad. Pretty
I
cool.
am so
Pretty cool
glad you like
transmog there.
them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you would allow me, Master Alphino.
Your cock ring, sir. Ta. Oh, that's the sage stuff?
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
I can make better. That Winko.
am told these devices are quite difficult to master. But someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
Yes, Massa.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man.
Serious
It was
business
only
boy.
after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Haha. Yo, mom's cool. Oh, Massa.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts. And
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Long days, pleasant nights, Massa. Good on week can be too? No? No? Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, you two stay back there. I'm gonna go... I forgot something. Where'd she go? hey, where'd she go? Okay. Actually, I gotta be right back. Just a minute. Need to get like some medicine or something. Alright, we back. We back. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it means a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Much appreciated, Alpha Note. Our visit was all too brief for now. However, it will have to suffice, as these tokens of home that we carry with us, these gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality. Let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. So, it's gonna assume that this is pretty much gonna be the end of this questline, and gonna go do Thancred's. That's what I'm assuming. Just so many people here. Give it a couple weeks. Calm down a little bit. What's up, Kryle? What's up, G? Enjoyed your time with the Leviers, I hope. I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I only hope we can help them to reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret the Forum strives to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Heidelin is sure to guide us through forward. I'm confident that once you've scouted the situation in Thavnair, we'll be well equipped to plot our next move. I forgot I should pop some food. Sweet, sweet XP food. Alright. Okay, XP bonus is still the same. I have Kryle's instructions in hand. If you are ready to set out, then so are we. It's the boys. Must be Saturday. I haven't been to Thavnair before. I can travel by Aetheryte, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Kryle was of the same mind, and has already secured the aid of good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. Nani? Confluence, thou sayest. Thouest. I'm afraid so, my friend. Yeah, me too. Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee, owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moonbrita. That's why I kind of figured what was going on. Moonbrita was an authority on aetherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus I have kept my silence. Well, gonna have to face your demons, boy. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. Stinian telling it how it is. If it's too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kite. In hunter vibes. Kaito! Alright. Time to check out this Confluence. Assume they're going to use the knowledge of Aetheryte to ship us over there. Probably. Oh, it's over here. I need to remember what my keybind is to target NPCs. Well, now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? It's my waifu. Not to our knowledge, we're associates of Kryle and the students of Baldessian. We seek passage to Thavnair and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. Test subjects? Oh, you hadn't heard? Well, then allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of aether hurling along the life stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetheryte teleportation. But what if we were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? Interesting. Way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we labored to make such a travel possible that people might move about more freely. And we finally done it. We created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Okay. Really? That changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherytes, but the aetherytes themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between 2 points. Makes sense. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherytes, one have been installed here in Charlian, and the other over in Yedamad, a port town in Thavnir. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Reds. Okay, come on, game. Can we pick just some easier names to pronounce? I'm looking at you, Squeenix. Man. Our nation has long maintained strong ties with Radzahan. And indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum up, we're to test these aetherytes. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherytes were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within them will whisk you away without any effort on your part. Okay. A veritable dream come true, and far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. Okay. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggled to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear for their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the life stream, in the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Kryl truly knows how to pick 'em. Okay. That might change the subject. Our master Wilfson and Mistress Bloida not present today. Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetheryte Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Alright. So, at the Aetheryte Plaza. How do I get out of here? Ah! Look at all these people holding up the queue. Look at all these people holding up the queue. Look at all of them. I'm just messing. Please tell me we get a little bit of voice acting.
Right, we're all set.
Sounds like Lise.
Just the four of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please. Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
What?
It's messed up. Messed up. Oh, another cutscene. Mm-hmm. You do a bit of traveling.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy.
It's pretty cool.
Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time. Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have? What chance?
Womp womp.
Against such an insidious foe?
Oh, even more. All right, cool.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Steady and a bro.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
The You managed to will yourself up to your feet, but given your condition, you'll be able to reach Endymion in time? Oh boy. Alright. What do we got? Search for Endymion. Well, he ran off this way. Yeah. Okay. Just won't let me leave this area, I assume. Oh, there he is. Come on. Let me up! Let me in! Let me in! Uh-oh. You're a wise good sir to come to me. My special Amra Lassi, made only with the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnir, I'm pleased to offer you for a low price. Okay, he's scamming. He's scamming. The price is high road robbery, and you want to say as much to Endymion, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Endymion and use gestures. Deny. Okay. There we go. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie. This merchant is swindling me? Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles of lassie. No. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. I'll be back after I explored the town. Alright, okay. So slow. Praise be to the 12. My stomach didn't loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee and Endymion, and to the fine fruits of this land. Banquet. You were in time. Excellent. You spared us Tataru's wrath. I thought it was Kryl that said... Oh, but Tartaru's in charge of the coin for the scions. Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. The lassie truly worked wonders. Otters. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair. Oh. I've bound it. 'Tis most I could do against the heat short of shedding my armor. Blech. Got a little ponytail going on. May I ask where you got the cord for it? Uh-oh. A local vendor. The man said it was the Thavnarian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. Oh boy. And how much did it cost? 94,000 or 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. 'Tis nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. Oh boy. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphenod could hold a candle to you. I expected the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. On that subject, I shall refrain from making comment, yet I cannot help but observe the merchants seem overzealous in their pursuit of profit. Claiming Thavnir as its dominion, the nation of Radz-Atan hath long thrived as hub of commerce. The foreign is probably like putting a squeeze on their money or something. In the beginning, there were the Exodara. Oh my god. You guys, just make names easy to pronounce. It's so easy. It's so easy to do. A Mataga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and though they're intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. They're elephant people. From alchemy to textiles, the production of Hannish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radz-at-Han. Yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that the merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, the opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Just don't assume. Prudent and practical, eh? We've not to lose by learning more. So ere we seek Kryle's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yedilmad. Yedimad. I'm just pronouncing Yeti, man. Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Ooh. Want to be sure I'm keeping this bad boy up. Some gloves. Alright, let us split up and make inquiries in the town. Gerald, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetheryte. Off-putting, though, the mere sight of it may be. You tune. Yeah, I already did. To the pier, eh? Colorful place. Music kicking in, though. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles, with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to the other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. Okay. Okay. Hello. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could have been worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat like Calzone. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler, by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps could you pay Calzal a visit? He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him in the Salt Wind Sails, the Harbor Guild building across the water from here. Okay, so we gotta get across the water, it seems. It's Calzal. The crate is laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they have been left too long. So if your products are like going under, charge cheaper. Well now, if it isn't a traveler, are you a rare sight in these unsettling times? People have been giving us wide berth since the accursed tower suddenly appeared on Nerone. If it just stood there and lubed ominously, perhaps things would be just fine after a fashion, but no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We will still have our lives thanks to the radiant host, but business is as good as dead. What'll become of us, only gods know. Okay, so that tower in the distance, one of those towers that appeared in Garlemald? Probably. Over here. My shark. Is this Calzone? Calzone. The Dalmaskins aren't coming, but we already had everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? Oh, he's big mad. I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed. That's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. Chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. Yeah, but well, this will be an enormous loss. All right. Forget about the Dalmaskins. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handcrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hannish favorites. Our consortium works closely with the merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. Except for your rotting fruit outside. I know all these things, Calzal, I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Here to fuck shit up. Wait, you're a foreigner, aren't you? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. Nope. I see, that's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. Oh boy. My name is Matsuya. I'm here to see Calzal. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Are we going to get the sad elephant arc? You guys, dude, look at those eyes. Now look at my eyes. Now look at his eyes. Look at my eyes. Come on. And the sad music. Like Eeyore. Yeah, even my character's like, okay. Supposed to talk to him? Oh boy. Oh, he's right there. Oh, down here. Alright, let's see what the sad elephant man has to say. Yes, can I help you? I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Calzal too, didn't you? I'm Matsaya, a fisherman of Akali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Calzal, who offers it foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's hard a working man, and I dare not disturb him. Oh, what a gentle soul. Dude, those eyes, though, they're falling a bit into the uncanny valley, I do have to say. Just get lost in those bad boys, and then there's no way out. There is no way out. Anyways. Go get our loot. Hey, ding. Pretty cool. What we got here? Pretty sure mine is pretty much going to be the same. Yeah, I got 520. This is going to be like, what, 515? Yep. But let's try them on just to see what they look like. Okay. Okay. I might use that. They compare to mine. Like these are good, but these seem a little better. They're a bit too black, maybe? Comparatively to like my shoulders and such. I'll hold on to them. Let's see. But I'll be right back. Take 2 minutes, stretch my legs a little bit, and I'll be right back at it. All right. Toughen it out. Toughen out the sickness. Well, let's go. Atsia regards you nervously. Oh boy. If I may ask, what it is that you do? I deliver death. An adventurer, you say, and you travel the world helping people? Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? No. Don't look at me with those eyes. You see, I brought some new fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've ever only dealt with Calzal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. You're in the way. Way. Atsia? So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. Well, I don't think I got a choice here. The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Okay. You'll do it then? Show me how to deal with customers. I am in your debt. Right, please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yeti Mad. I will observe you and learn. Atsia is now accompanying you. Keep him at your ride in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Matsuya behind by entering a different area, putting too much distance between you, or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. You wish to have Matsuya join you again? Okay, it's the same escort stuff. So, first things first, is talk to that person. Help! Elephant man chasing me! Yes. Yeah, start off with a greeting. Greetings, friend. I suppose I'm well enough given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared, grabbing everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remain here for now, but I could not stay away. I had to come back, continue my life, such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. No place like home, but don't do anything dangerous, eh? It's too risky out here. Maybe you ought to move to the city too? Probably better to lead off with, what would allow him to get fish? Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. I hope they deal with it soon, so we can get back to our normal lives, to the days when you could earn as much as you gave and tuck into a meal satisfied that you did good work. Yep. Good motto to go by. Okay, here we go. Speaking of meals, why don't you have some fish? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. When you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. Yeah. Okay. Get him away from me! Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is Shallow's cod. Delectable stewed in coconut milk or baked with sprinkle of salt. Better believe it. Yeah, you're supposed to, like, as a salesman, you're supposed to, like, talk to people, gain their trust, and then if you find a problem of theirs somewhat related to what you're trying to sell, then you go with that. See how you handle this. Oh, you just walk right off. Okay. How do you handle these moves? Oh, you just walk right over it. Hot damn. There we go. Wait. Want to go back. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some amra. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. What do you need so many amra for? Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late I go through that so much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming from overseas, but not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of this wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. Oh, how you feel? Thank you. A pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. It took my mind off my troubles for a moment. Come on. Like it, then you lead into it. All right. All right. Let's get right back at it. Or not? Man. Gotta be kidding me. Speak with Ben accompanied by... All right. It should have... there should have been one extra step in there. Like, you empathize, and this sounds very questionable that I'm like teaching these ways. But you're supposed to gain, like, again, gain their trust, and you empathize with them. It's like, man, I know how you feel. I've gone some days with like not eating for 3 days straight, blah, blah, blah. But I tell you what, I mean, I got something. If you're hungry, it's just not Amra. Come on. Anyways, there is... Oh, I'm like... I don't know what... Wait, I recognize that person. Raven Moonfall over there. Saw them, back when I was on yesterday. They must have the same time schedule as me because they're roughly around the same part of the MSQ. Pretty cool to like actually recognize some people just after like a couple glances at them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, the music back up. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh, God's my stomach. Hungry boy, aren't you? You want some fish, don't you? Ether sickness? No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. Some fresh fish will sell your stomach, and mine are the freshest of all. You should take it easier, eat more slowly, and savor your food. Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like it's not. Circumstances will surely get me, and I'm working as hard as I can. Well, I still can, the better to be prepared. How do you intend to prepare? Ask him questions. By stockpiling supplies, for that I need to earn coins so I could buy food, medicine, and what have you. How about some fish for your supplies? They're fresh caught. Alright, let's do that. Well, fish wouldn't be bad, but I don't want to go through the hassle of preserving them myself. I'd rather buy stuff that's ready to store. So I'm afraid I'll have to pass for... Bruh, Elephant Man, back me up here. Your fish is preserved, isn't it? Don't look at me with those eyes. Too bad we couldn't make a sale. Alright, whatever. Come on, let's return to the pier. Okay. Can I redo it? I want to redo it and make it perfect. Whatever. Back to it again. I still haven't even ventured out from the city yet. It's a lot of city. People flying already. Where did he go? He over here? Yeah, he's over here. Oh, he can't follow because I'm mounted. Well. Easy enough. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. I managed to sell one of the 3 people you approached. It was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too. Okay, alright. Door. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return normal for Kazal soon. Thought I heard a familiar voice. And who should it be but Matsya? Yeah, you homie? You both homies? Kazal, have you finished your business at the guild? So, you were there too. Forgive me, try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options at this rate. So you can't buy me fish anymore? Or buy my fish anymore? It's unfortunate. I'm sorry, Matsya. I truly am, but for now, you must peddle your own goods. But by myself, I can't. Sad elephant story. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands, I could barely help myself. I poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me, and I won't fail them. Sisters as my witness. Sisters? Kazal. Don't leave me, homie. Not to worry, using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage. Somehow. Well, I had best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road. All right. Okay. You had to still do the first duty. I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust. I see. We also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. It's messed up. As before, the culprits are almost certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call forth the lunar primal, business as usual for the Telephori. Okay. Justinian, you got something for us? That Matsia fellow you were helping, he's Arcas Dora, is he not? Apparently, 'tis almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Shouldn't be traveling alone? Or should he be traveling alone? So we're not done with him. If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it does stand to reason that Arcasadora would be their primary targets. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We better go after him. Akali lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Kryle's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Cool. Do it. Get out of this town. Do not see Matsuya anywhere, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. We're just gonna casually get closer to the tower. Okay. Okay. You do not see Matsuya from here either. No, leave me alone. Help, somebody help. Matsuya's voice, and it came from the north. Right? Go save Elephant Man. Okay. I'll just go ahead and blow him up a bit here. Oh, that person was riding around on the shark. Huh? Where'd they go? Why are you here? See, you found him in time. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You and your friends came to look for me? I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest, think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We heard that the Arcasadora are being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it is best you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean is all we have. I see, that's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. Question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. The sisters? For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zat. House of Divinities, in the old tongue it means. But they are not true divinities, they're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us thy divinities and their true nature? Man, Urianger, can we just, like, slowly transition him to talking like everybody else? You've come all this way to save us, really? To think that I had you peddling fish. But to answer your question, yes, of course, we would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good, gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish. Kekona clap. What sayest thou? Shall we pay visit to Kali? Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. West and down the hill. So, 'tis the simulacra of the Thavnarian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though indeed saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not, as you said, we do well to study their religious traditions to Akali, or Akiali. This way. As one big angry elephant. Quite the contrast. I would be doing a bunch of filibuster talk, but that sickness do be hitting a little different. What's up, Matsia? Welcome to Akiali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here to save that, but please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any of us could tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kagan and Old. Okay, I'm not pronouncing that. They're free at the moment as it happens. Let's start calling them Mr. Black. Kanga. What up, Kanga? You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. Give me 1 second there. Unable to join party. Now, I don't know how it is once you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups, the Mansuya being wisdom of assume for men, okay. Together they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Oh, you can't doing anything else. I'm slow in the MSQ because I strumming and reading out loud. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience and are heeded by their teachings. We strive to be better people and live better lives. Okay. And what's that other one got to say? Interested in learning about our gods, you say? That's what I like to hear. Pick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the the Manusaya and the Murga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of Manusaya, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. I can't wait to leave this area because every single name has been the worst to pronounce. Every one of them. Except for Matsuya, who is the saddest character in this story arc so far. Likewise, the Matsuya coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born of new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, a sign of their esteem from one another, the Manusaya have worn animal faces and the Murga the limbs of men. Okay. So they kind of like fusioned out of respect for one another? Interesting. Interesting. There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. I didn't learn anything. While you were off talking to the others, I remember something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go fetch it from my home at once. Okay. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. They are Manusaya. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. Yikes. The center one is the eldest, Sindurava, the goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sanduvara. As goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Mindurava, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts, and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. Okay, getting a little lore there. In like fashion to the Mansuya, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murga, if I may ask? The Merga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a god's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of Arcasadora. The Arcasadora, the elephant people. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. Oh, Estinian getting all sorts of excited. You worship dragons too? It is said that our ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Radzat Han, forged a covenant with the dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, the dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. He claimed to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. Passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I am confident that information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right, I believe it's time we sought out Cryle's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidhana. According to Cryle's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Right. Alright, alright. Natsia has a shine in his eyes that wasn't there before. You say you're going to see Nidhana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful and kind and understanding. It's going to be another elephant. And I did say she's beautiful. So I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. Okay. Okay. And those eyes. When you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. Okay. Well, let's just be on our way then. Yeah. Way up here. Okay. At least we're getting another aetheryte. You know what? It's time to retire the shark. We are going with Boar Panther. Yeah. Yeah. Getting it. This area kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy XI, like the Valkyrie Dunes. It's almost as if like this particular spot is like a scaled down version of the Valkyrie Dunes. That was quite the grindy game. Never really made it past 40. It's there. I'm an idiot. I should have been trying to find aetheryte compass stuffs. Aetheryte currents. Aether currents. Medicine is working through my veins. E. And they're flying already. All right. I need a 2-minute stretch in and I'll be right back. Alright, we back. We back. Absolutely zero music in this area. Interesting. Well, that was kind of unexpected. Oh, never mind. I was like, oh, they're all dead. Well then. Either that or they're getting tempered right
Their dress
now.
marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests.
Hmm?
You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see. I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
I don't trust it.
People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales?
Drugs?
We have new scales?
What?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Shinryu scales?
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
What?
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Oh, okay.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Cryo sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Better believe it.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so.
He knows he's a dragoon.
But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must
Okay.
be quite familiar with
Okay.
dragon king, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so. Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Okay.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am
Oh,
Nidana,
this music is
the
bopping.
alchemist who sent a request to your mistress Cryle. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
All right, where to now? Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Cryle herself is tied up with another investigation, Gerald is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make the talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed, we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon, we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. Yeah, leave it to me. Thank you. Lest you wonder, we ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you, with your permission, of course. In that case, Urian, Jay, and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you could provide. Don't trust that kid. Don't. If you are ready, then let us put your blessings to the proof. It's an interesting sentence. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you there at the top, and after seeing to some preparations. Okay. Like how it says turn to the south, yet south is directly back the way I came. No, not here. Top of the hill. Here we go. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. If you give the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many sleepless nights, the drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficiency. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emanating a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. For your tests, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Okay. Take the Deepa. Okay. Follow the drunken Deepa's lead and try not to fall behind. Okay. Just heading to the tower. Radiating Aether. Please stand back. Okay. Standing back. Oh, I have to like stand in it. Warning, discharging Aether. Okay. You are struck by a powerful blast of Aether, but suffer no ill effects. Okay. Something tells me the last one's gonna make me pass out or something. Okay. You're struck by another powerful blast, but no ill effects. Okay. Come on, Dan. I'm just weirded out by the fact that it's like just the most random places. I thought we would be like going closer to the tower or something. Struck by the blessing of light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Okay. Impressive, no irregularities. Please follow. This should be the last time, I think. Let's survive completely unscathed. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist, so it doesn't affect me at all. Because I'm OP. Ah, you return, and not on your knees. A promising sign, but come, let me take the Deepa off your hands. Here you go, lady. Thank you. I shall replenish its aether for when we test the talisman. So, no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine? Yep. And the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your aether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Ooh. Alright, I'll be right back. 1 minute. Alright. Let's keep on at it. Guards you with those eyes, you're drowning. Okay. Okay. You're a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assist me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of special ink, but we have exhausted our stores of key ingredient for it, spirit weed. Hell yeah. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spat of kidnappings, however, we elephant people travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as an escort? I would compensate you for your troubles, of course. Sure. When you're dead, without further ado, let us head to Kajaya's footsteps. It's situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. Let go. I'm matching. For a second there, I thought I didn't attune to the Aetheryte. At least they didn't have to escort her all the way out here. But I just feel as though we're being followed. Look out. I'm clipping right through you. Just go ahead and do this. All the cooldowns, sure. We'll even pop some CDs. Why not? Burn all the MP. Oh, some more. Some riveting dark gameplay here. Oh, you know what? I don't even have grit on. Friday, I'm sad, safety at work. Sister asks you to come with me, and I hope you're alright. On, keep it on. Oh boy, I can't wait to farm again. Thought that was perhaps maybe a hunt mark. And here we are at Kaja's footsteps. Kaja was a great dancer, and those who follow her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once, if you would be so good as to stand guard. Kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Emergency maintenance on all worlds will begin shortly. Oh boy. Well, it seems as though the time has come. Please log out before the previously announced start time, which was what time? Doesn't even say. Cool. Alright, well, I guess that's it for now. I might as well rest up a little bit. I'm still a bit sick, but got some progress done. I'll be on tomorrow. Same time, 10 p.m. Central. This was kind of like a bonus stream. I just really want to like sink my teeth into the story and see about doing things. But anyways, yeah, hope you all have a good one and take care.